Who's the Son of Man?
Son of Man. Well, son, I just think of that with Egyptians.
Oh, wow. Son of Man, like Son of Man.
Oh,
you have a son,
Oh,
yeah.
I meant like
They sound the same to me, but son.
Oh,
yes.
Jesus.
All right, Jesus. All right. Matthew 16 and 13, hold that.
I was thinking of the son.
God, I was like, what the hell's going on? All right, all right. How old are y'all?
18.
18. All right, watch this. Watch this.
Hey, sis, how you doing?
Book of Matthew, chapter 16 and verse 13.
Go ahead.
When Jesus came into the coast of
When who?
When Jesus came into the coast of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, saying, "Whom do men say that I am? Say that I, the Son of Man, am."
Read that part slowly.
Whom do men say that I, the Son of Man, am?
Now I want y'all to hear this, right? Can I tell you one second? I'm gonna show this to y'all. All right, Matthew 16 and 13. I want y'all to read it. He says, "Whom do men say that I, the Son of Man, am?" What is he calling himself in that verse? It's English. Whom do men say that I, the Son of Man, am? Exactly. He's referring to himself as the Son of Man. Are we all on the same understanding? I want to make sure I'm not making nothing up. Read it one more time.
Book of Matthew, chapter 16, verse 13.
Read.
When Jesus came into the coast of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, saying, "Whom do men say that I, the Son of Man, am?"
So he's calling himself the Son of Man. Now go to Revelation 1 and 4, 13 again.
Book of Revelations, chapter 1 and verse 13.
Go ahead.
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks,
That's why we have this image in the middle of 7 candlesticks. Just giving people an imagery of what John the Revelator is looking at. Go ahead.
one like unto the Son of Man.
John said he's seen one like the Son of Man. He's like, okay, what I'm looking at, he looks to be like the Son of Man. Christ referred to himself as the Son of Man. So who is John saying he's seeing? I'm seeing Christ. Go ahead.
Clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
So he had on a green garment and he had a gold girdle, which is a belt. Right, go ahead.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
This person he's seen had white and woolly hair. Now I'm gonna ask you, what people on earth have woolly hair that you know of?
Santa.
Huh?
Hey, bro, how you doing, bro?
Santa. Jesus. I'm not saying white and woolly hair. I'm saying woolly hair. We're gonna address that first.
Sheep.
Sheep. What people?
Pastors. The sheep.
Charlie, help me.
I'm trying.
What people have woolly hair?
African Americans.
Say it again.
African Americans.
Thank you. He knows. You scared me, Charlie. He said, what people? He said sheep. He said pastors. God. He said what?
Santa.
He said Santa. What? So the question was, John seen a man that he believed to be Christ that had woolly and white hair. Now we can address the white part. He had white colored hair and woolly in texture. What people have woolly hair? As my man right here says, African Americans. All right, go ahead.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Now, why did he have eyes that were a flame of fire? You thought he was Cyclops for a second, didn't you? Fairy tale book yet again. No, go to Genesis 49 and 12.
The book of Genesis, chapter 49 and verse 12.
Go ahead.
His eyes shall be red with wine.
With what?
With wine.
Christ drank wine. I drank wine. I drink, my eyes go red. Am I mad? No. I'm just happy and merry. Christ drank wine. Let's prove that again. Matthew 11 and verse 19. The Bible references Christ all over the place. So I can go anywhere. But it said Christ drank wine. So his eyes were red. The whites of his eyes were red. Now I talk about he was walking around like Cyclops ready to shoot some laser beams. No, that's fiction. Go ahead.
The book of Matthew, chapter 11 and verse 19.
What?
The Son of Man came eating and drinking, and they say, behold, a man gluttonous and a wine bibber.
A what?
A wine bibber.
This is Christ saying it himself that people were saying about him. That he ate a lot and he drank a lot of wine. They were saying he was gluttonous and a what?
Wine bibber.
A wine bibber, a wine drinker. Go back to Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14. Go ahead.
With Revelation
Are we
chapter
all on
1.
the same understanding so far?
Yeah.
That so far, this man, this is not his exact depiction, but it's a description of what he would look like. White and woolly hair. We haven't even addressed the color of his skin, but you said, like you said, African American. So far, it would sound as if he's an African American, correct? Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay. And he had eyes that were red with wine. Go ahead.
His head and his hairs were white like wool,
Come on.
as white as snow.
Go ahead.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire. And his feet like unto fine brass.
Now his feet were like fine brass. What color is brass? You said brown. Who got a penny? But y'all both agree that it's brown. Now, how brown was he is the question. So far we do have an African American. So far. Am I on the right page? Or from what y'all hearing? Go ahead.
As if they burned in a furnace.
So not only was he brown, but it was brown as if it was burned in a furnace. Now, if I look, I want you to read it from the top first and foremost, and then we'll touch back on it one more time. Go ahead.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
And his feet like unto fine brass. I'm looking at both of y'all ankles right now, or your calves, whatever you want to call them. whatever you want to call them. If normally is your ankles or your feet the same color as your face, not the bottom of your feet. If you were wearing flip-flops or sandals, typically your feet would be the same color as your face, correct? We're both under the same understanding. I want to make sure I'm not making nothing up. And then it said his feet was like what?
And his feet like unto fine brass.
And his feet was like the color of brown.
As if they burned in a furnace.
So he was looking at his feet, and his feet, normally, I don't know what type of mismatched person we may be looking at, but normally your feet are the same color as your face. With that in mind, it said it looked like he was burned, he was brown as if he was burned in a furnace. Christ, or Jesus, as we know him, was a black man.
You gotta be the same.
Now, do you agree with that? That came from the Bible, not me.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.